G'day, mates. Welcome back to the Sorare Down Under podcast. Ulster, the Premier League has arrived. We're in the same room for the first time ever.
You're real.
I can touch
He's
your
a real
face
man.
now.
A real person.
Mate, what have you made of it? Obviously, we saw the draft coming up on the gameplay. Everyone was like, "Holy shit, Premier League's coming!" And then they released the video, and Nellis is out there flipping through his cards, and
Nellis is a Hollywood actor.
Yeah,
he's killing it. Look, it's pretty exciting. I think we were gearing up to record our podcast. Obviously, we're a little bit late this week because we were both away, but and I'm a little bit sick.
And you sound like you're dying.
That's why I sound, like I'm on my last legs.
As I said before, I've got full-blown AIDS.
And I was thinking, shit, there's not much to talk about. There's not really anything that's happened. Like, everything's just pretty calm. And then, sure enough, a little, pretty weird way to drop it. I thought they were going to do like a big thing,
Yeah, get like Mbappe to, dribble some balls.
Mbappe, one of the Premier League's best players.
You are so stupid. Am I?
Well, I
out.
think if you remember from a podcast we recorded a long time ago, we now have no knowledge of the Premier League. I mean, if you ask me, don't ask me to name any Premier League players. I tried to do Premier League scouting, and
watch out for us on the leaderboards.
Yeah, but I think it's I think it's been a long time coming. Obviously, we're always so excited for the Premier League. We thought that's where it's going to go to the moon. But I guess for me, potentially, like for my America cards, normally our prices are like skyrocketing now, and then everyone is buying Premier League cards.
You panicking?
I'm panicking.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
I think it's very interesting to see how like these new Prem cards are affecting the market. You and I both are trying to sell cards that aren't Prem cards, and we're having zero luck.
Like big boys too. Like these are
These are
Zelrayans
the big hitters.
and nothing.
No offers. Not even offers.
Yeah, that hurts.
It does.
Some low balls at least. Like makes me feel a little bit wanted. But
So, I mean, it's pretty. I guess it's obvious in that everyone's just holding their ETH to buy Premier League players. They're being auctioned right now, so no one's spending money on anything else because all they want to do is get Prem cards.
do they even score that well though?
No, not really. There's a couple that are pretty good. I think Rodri's good. Kane, Mahrez, they're pretty. There's good players, but I wouldn't say it's going to break the game.
No, it's no Colombian league where you can just defeat a bunch of farmers on a Saturday afternoon.
There's no Darwin Quinteros in there.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think we've just got to wait for this to blow over a little bit. I think things will pick back up again. I think once people realise that the way to win is not by buying Premier League cards necessarily. It's nice to have Premier League cards. I think eventually people will want to just win them. In which case, that's when you go and buy a Carlos Heel and you win. Then you can use that to win yourself a Rashford.
Like that's ever going to happen. What a logic.
So I think it'll come. I think they showed some chart. There was some massive spike in new users when they announced it. So, which is the main thing, and that's what we're all should be excited for.
Yes.
So you've got some concerns.
I do. I just think that the whole time we've been when the Premier League comes, it's gonna go huge. But what I'm finding is that constantly things are changing where it's okay, I think my America cards are going to go up in value. Along comes Premier League and look at the Haaland. They did what felt, I think it was 15 auctions or something in the space of a week. And so they just flooded the market and look at you, your Haaland card, you thought it was going to go to the moon and now it's worth half the price.
Yeah. I mean, my hypothesis was that I'd buy that. I bought that Haaland for an ETH, over an ETH. And my thought was, when the Prem comes, there'll be a massive influx of new users, which there has been, and they'll only be, rolling out auctions, a couple of cards a day. My thought was that people will want Haaland, and they won't want to wait for the auctions. In which case, they'll come to someone like me and buy my card. But
2 words: entrepreneurship.
But I think a number of things have gotten in the way of that. Like you said, they just rolled out dozens of auctions every day, so there's plenty of supply, which hurts the price of my card. We're also in a global recession, so just in general, everything's down. So I've got to take that into account as well. And also probably just, if you can buy a Man City one, I don't know if the Dortmund one is that enticing.
That's true. Yeah.
So, I might still sell him. Otherwise, I might just keep using him.
Still
selling
smash,
Haaland,
yeah.
He's still amazing. So, yeah. But I think the market effect has been one that Prem cards are kind of crazily overpriced and no one wants to touch anything else. Fair enough. And that's just meaning that everything's stagnating a little bit.
Just not great timing, obviously, right ahead of the start of the season when we have a lot of cards. But are you happy with the response of the Prem? Is that what you've been hoping for?
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I think they did a great job. Like, the cards look really cool.
They do look cool, don't they?
I think having the free-to-play option is massive. Like, they timed that well. I think anyone coming into the platform, if they realised that you had to pay like $4,000 to put a team together, probably would have scared some people off. But the fact that they can pick their boys, like in the ad that they showed, it was just people playing the free-to-play. And there was like one chick that was like, yeah, well, I bought a Haaland. So they kind of gave you a glimpse into the fact that you can own the cards.
Yeah.
But they were really focusing on the free-to-play, which is ultimately good.
I think that if you can get the free-to-play, you get the big numbers, and then eventually that trickles down to those who are like, I'll start unlimited, and that's where you sort of see that progression. Whereas like for us, we started from nothing to rare. It was like, I'm spending $1,000 on a goalkeeper. Like,
what am I doing with my life?
Yeah, that's fair enough. But I think what it does present is the opportunity to buy some other European guys for cheap.
Are we making money?
I think we might be making some money.
I let the stocks decide my mood.
Fuck! Damn it! Wait, is green good? Green's good? Okay, never mind.
How good was that segue?
What do you got?
How good was that segue?
That was a great segue.
Thank you.
Well done.
So for this week, obviously, we look at the buy high. Is that right? No, sell high, buy low. There we go.
Buy low, sell high.
Okay. It works. The segue was so good, and then I
Sorry, go on.
So for this week's buy low, sell high, we'll look at a couple of guys from the Eredivisie and what's the Portugal league?
No, both the players you're talking about are from the Eredivisie.
Well, why don't you tell us who the players are?
Sure. Well, so the buy lows this week, we've got Vangelis Pavlidis.
Yeah.
From AZ Alkmaar in the Eredivisie, and we've also got Tom Hay, also from the Eredivisie. So do you want to talk about them?
Sure. So, so obviously Pavlidis for AZ, as someone who recently just got rid of my defensive side of my AZ stack, score a lot of goals. Can't keep a clean sheet to save their lives, but basically they've got Jasper Carlson up front. They've got Jens Odegaard alongside him, and basically Pav came, I think, end of last season, I think, and then was a little bit injured probably 2 months ago, come back in, and he's pretty much been crushing since then. I mean, you look at his scores, he's got L5 of 70, and his past scores 84, 86, 65, 39, 77, and 82.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he's racking up a fair bit of AA there as well, alongside. I mean, he's got a hat-trick in that 5-all draw. And he's only priced at he was at 0.5, but now back, he's shooting up. Okay. So he's up to 0.6. So that's in the space of probably a couple of days.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's losing his under 23. I didn't actually realize he was under 23. That's impressive. Which, for some people that will mean that it's not worth it. But 0.6 for someone who's scoring like this as a forward is pretty rare. I don't think I'll have a look at the rankings, but I'm pretty sure you're not going to find too many forwards that score that well. Especially like in Challenger. Like there's apart from like your Tadics and stuff, but with Tadic you're looking at 1.8 ETH. So you're getting scores similar to your Malcolms and your Dusan Tadic's, for a third of the price. So
I think for him though, probably the only risk is a move. Probably it's pretty inevitable. Probably one of the big clubs, and then potentially, if he's bench warming, is it worth the risk? I mean, that's sort of the price you pay with all those Challenger forwards, though.
That's it, yeah. If you go into Challenger, that's always something that could happen. I think the way to look at it is you've got 6 months of utility, and if he keeps banging out 80s for you, then he's more than going to pay for himself. And if you want to try and sell him and try and time it, you can. Otherwise, just hold on to the bitter end and go and watch him, warm the bench at Celta Vigo.
He's dead!
And the other one we wanted to look at was someone that I think we both brought into the gallery last week, Tommy Hay from Heronveen.
We're not pumping, of course.
No, not
We would
pumping
never
at
pump.
all. No, not at
Never
all.
pump.
But this man, L5 of 71, L15 of 65, and L40 of 59. Basically, I think he's a CDM, isn't he? I think plays in that.
He's actually been playing like left back.
Really?
Or like centre mid. That was just like a weird. I think they put him in there to kind of fill in, and then it worked, so he stayed there. But he's crushing it back there. So, but he's on all sets, so he takes corners, he takes set pieces. I don't think he takes pens, but he's a set piece taking centre back at the moment, which is why he's been scoring so well.
And if you look at his scores as well, he's not necessarily decisive reliant. Like I think if you
Just quickly while we're on the screen, just to show that I'm not pumping this card. I mean, maybe I am pumping him, but he's well and truly deflated from when I bought him at 1.435.
2 words. Entrepreneurship.
So I've bought high.
yeah, and you're going to say
So you have the opportunity, dear listener, to buy low.
for a third of the price.
Confusing.
There's a few of these charts going around. If you buying at the very top,
Few of
isn't
those
there?
charts. Yeah,
You
too
should
many.
probably start following your own advice. I reckon that's
Ooh, burn!
the problem. But if you look at this, like I mean, these are 2 losses in the past game, but just racking up, almost 30 points of AA in both of those games. Those coming in losses. So I think that's why he's the kind of card that's great to pair with. Some of those guys that go huge when they can get that goal or assist. And with him, you're going to get 60.
You're going to get 60, and because he's on set pieces, even though Heronveen don't really score that many goals, you're always in with a chance. So, yeah, definitely, those 60s can quickly turn into 90s, as we saw a few weeks ago. And the fact that he's scoring 75 in a 3-1 loss, pretty good.
Even as a left back.
Pretty good.
And a 0.5 as well. I mean, that's for a midfielder averaging 65. It's a pretty handy pickup.
Not too shabby. Just on the buy low side of things, just to check in on a couple of our recommendations from the last couple of weeks. So I think one of the guys we recommended last week, Julian Dessart, has carried on his brilliant form that we knew he would. He's still relatively low in price. I think he's gone up a little bit, but his last 3 scores have been 75 without a decisive, 70 without a decisive, and then scored a goal last week to get an 83. So the window's still well and truly open on Julian Dessart. Neither of us have bought one, so
But someone we have bought, and another one we pumped up, Eugenio Mina.
Eugenio.
I went to pick him up. I think we were talking about before he played his first game. You were saying that he was he'd moved from racing back to his home country of Chile, potentially could crush. First game gets a 77. We're like, okay. And then I didn't pick him up. And then within, 27 minutes, he was up to like 60 points.
He was on 60 after 20 minutes. Half time, I think he was on 72. Got a yellow, so I think he kind of pumped the brakes a little bit. But 12 tackles, 1. He's making 4 interceptions. He got the triple. Attempted assist 6. This man is everywhere. So, and another one where look, I'm not pumping, but he's only 0.145. Absolute bargain alert. So, So we know what we're talking about, and you should always listen to us.
I think that actually ties in with we've had some success on the winning side of things lately.
We have.
You've had a pretty strong start to 2023 in the SO5, haven't you?
Are we congratulating ourselves?
I think so.
They always say congratulations.
Oh, my back. All right, so, yes, I've had some success, but this week's not really all about me. It's about someone else in the room.
First dub of 2023. Don't spend all my money at once.
I'm winning.
Picked up a tier 2 in the limited. Flavian Tate came off the bench, got 90. Marsherson got a clean sheet for the first time in 7 years. The stars finally aligned. And even Odegaard was able to pump out a bit of AA. There we are. Crescido continues to just crush in Serie B.
Crescido.
Is that not right?
Crescido.
Oh, good, mate. It's good. You proud of that one?
Oh, that's very
He was
good.
right there.
Yeah, that's very good.
Got him.
Kadri let me down. Obviously, if he'd gone a bit if you managed to pick up a decisive, I probably could have been on for a tier 1. But tier 2 will take it, and picked up Wallace from League 1.
Serie A, I believe.
Is that?
He's
okay.
I don't want to question your
my
superior knowledge.
Superior knowledge of leagues around the world.
Let's have a look at him. Wallace. I think that's actually pronounced Wallace. Okay.
It's pretty unspectacular.
Pretty unspectacular, but pretty good threshold player. Chuck him in that 240, get you $5 every week.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of thresholds and you paid for him. So
I think we were saying before we started recording, I said it's nothing worse than looking at a reward and realizing, I've won $15. But like you said, it's basically a free burrito every time you win.
That's it. You
just have to put $10,000 in, and then you get a free burrito once every 2 months.
I think that the growth of Sorare would be greatly improved if Nicholas could introduce just a burrito button, and you can burn your card, and you click a button, and then a burrito is just delivered.
I think that's where we would really get the users flooding through the gates.
Yeah, come play Sorare, you just get burritos all the time, twice a week.
All right, I think we need to have a look at A-League. Has it arrived on the platform yet? No, but now we have Premier League. I think is only inevitable for the next best league, the highest quality, the second best in the world to finally come on. I think Prem's been ticked off, so now people won't get angry if they announce the A-League instead of the Prem.
Yeah.
And I think it's only a matter of time now. I think it makes sense.
I mean, I'm repping the A-League here. This is a new gift from you. Give everyone a bit of a sneak peek at the back here. Ooh.
It's not that kind of podcast, mate.
Look, if Nellis can get his nipples out, I can get my butt out.
For those that just saw his ass, what it did say was to Ellie, keep kicking goals from the one and only Matthew Leckie.
Matthew Leckie, of course, Socceroos superstar, scored a goal against Denmark, sent us into the round of 16, so he's a bit of a national hero. And he's telling me that I should keep kicking goals, so I think that's pretty special.
And I think when the A-League eventually comes, it'll be amazing, is we can print out his Sorare card and then we can get to sign. I reckon we get a follow-up message. Yeah, I think so. And then we'll really get close, I think. And then he'll be the next Mbappe he'll be the face of the A-League.
He will be. And we can just drop into his DMs and tell him, like, it's me, I'm still kicking goals. Remember, we have a bond. It's going to be great.
So 2 goal scorers. Hang out.
So what's happening in the A-League, Simon? Give us a rundown.
Can somebody please tell me when is A-League?
Well, actually, in the A-League, there was 27 goals scored in 6 games. So, and actually 4 out of those 6 were all draws.
Goalkeepers look away.
Yeah, so avoid the A-League goalkeepers, but I think that's the beauty of having guys who, the defense is pretty rubbish. Goalkeepers aren't that great. We're seeing like 3 all draws. So when it does come, I mean, there's potential for some pretty juicy midfielders, like especially like your boy Lex. Just
midfielder card. Be a forward.
Oh, he's a forward, sorry, but the midfielders and things like and the forwards, because there's just so many goals, assists, big chances created on offer. So avoid the A-League defenders. It's a golden rule. They're useless. I think even Glover, he's leading the way with 6 clean sheets, and that's with the best team. It's still
6 clean sheets from how many games?
15.
Yeah. So what you're saying is, because we're assuming that the A-League will be incorporated into Champ Asia.
Yeah.
Right? Especially if they don't have the J-League moving forward. You'd have to assume. So what you're saying is Asian defensive stack. So this is kind of like the MLS Argentina, the perfect blend of both continents.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. Well, come on, Nicholas. Sort it out. Prem's old news. Get on the buzzer. All right. Well, I think it's time we talk about what's really exciting. The most exciting thing, this is what you're all tuning in for.
We know why you're here.
And here for Underdog.
We created a bit of a buzz last week. We put out a little tweet. I didn't think it was going to go anywhere. I went to bed, put out basically explaining our plan to choose a team from the Sorare universe and become their biggest fans. And we're going to call this like the Underdog Road to Glory. The Underdogs, we want to pick a team that is not that well known. They're a little bit of kind of battlers in their league, maybe fighting relegation, or they're trying to get promotion. We want to basically get behind a team, buy a stack on Sorare, become their biggest fans, and just get to know everything about this team.
Hometown, population, home stadium. We want the fans coming from the field straight to the ground. There's farmers in the team potentially. I think that's what we're really going for.
Yeah. What's their city? What's their mascot's name? What's the town flower?
Well, I think we saw
how many bakeries do they have in the vicinity of the stadium? Like, this is what we want to know.
I mean, one of my personal favorites that we saw, obviously we received, like you said, so many great teams all around the world. I mean, there was teams from Austria. There's some Peruvian teams there as well. One that was close to my heart was, I can't remember the name, but the one with the squirrel and the little finger.
A couple of squirrels and
I like that.
Little handgun. Yeah, I like that.
But obviously, Nicholas retweeting it throughout the weeks. He was saying, how good's this?
Probably should focus on getting the A-League.
Yeah, less tweeting and more A-League, I reckon.
But good of him to get behind.
Yeah, no, it is good. Appreciate the support. But yeah, so I think we received like
50 or so. Yeah. So what we're going to do today is we're going to actually draw out 10 teams from that list of 50, and we're going to make a little short list. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put them on Twitter and get you guys to vote for them. And we'll have a little giveaway for that as well. So after we've done that, at the end of the show, we're going to draw our giveaway from the first tweet. Chris Mueller limited card. I think we can all agree Chris Mueller is going to crush it this year. So we're going to draw the winner of that. So stay tuned. All right. So let's pick our first team. Let's do it.
All right.
Alrighty. So I'm going to share that screen.
Share that screen, boy.
All right. So we've got all the teams you guys have suggested here. All right. We're going to pick one at a time.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want me to keep a list?
Keep a list, yeah.
Okay.
Write this down because we won't remember.
Well, we'll not remember it.
Okay, first team going into the short list for the Underdog Road to Glory is... Oh, my God.
That's exciting.
Oh, my God. FC Groningen.
FC Groningen.
Do you know what league they're in?
I do not, and even if I did, I wouldn't be able to tell you anything about it.
I believe they're in the Eredivisie.
Oh,
and
okay.
I believe they're coming 18th. I know how
18th.
to translate.
Okay, now I understand.
18th.
Yeah, speaking my language. Okay. All right, let's get our second team.
Okay, we're picking another one. Are we ready? So you got Groningen written down?
Groningen is in the books.
Alrighty. Here we go. It's going to be Groningen again. St. Mirren. All right. I think that's the new home of Tony Watt from the End Product podcast. You don't listen to the End Product?
I don't. But
this guy is just
French?
very self-absorbed.
Is this French?
Scottish, I believe. Scottish league.
Nice.
I'd happily support it. I think
There's a few Scottish
crazy
nominations.
Scots. Alrighty, let's keep going.
All right, let's power through.
Let's keep this train rolling. Oh my God, this is actually Ross County, another Scottish team.
All right.
Okay, there was actually quite a few Scottish teams suggested.
Very passionate. Oi. Sometimes we're in the same room, just linking up.
Synced up. Alrighty, number 4. Wolfsburg. Oh, I like that. Bundesliga team.
Bit of German.
Very good, very good. I don't know I think they had a tough year last year. I don't know how they're going this year, but I know they've got some good players in there.
Well, I tell you what, if they become our team, we will quickly find out.
We'll know everything they're doing at any moment of the day. Alrighty.
All right, we've done 4. Let's find
Bringing the chaos energy. Number 5. Will be Cercle Bruges. Love it.
Remember, that's the team that had Dino Hodic.
I think they still do.
They still do.
I don't think he scored a goal or an assist all year. Okay. Cercle Bruges.
Okay,
love that. Love
nice.
that. How many is that?
That's 5.
5.
Halfway.
Halfway there. We
Scary.
are.
Oh, nice. That's the Qual got his
Garrett
first
Qual,
start.
another Scottish team.
I reckon there's going to be a chance.
This is a Scottish website. All right, number 7.
It's a Scottish podcast. Hearts would be great.
FC Lens.
Is
French,
that?
I believe. Long.
I think it's
Pronounced Long.
I think in that tweet, I think they said that they're normally a pretty strong club, but they're like fighting relegation at the
They've
moment.
fallen off. Okay, I think this is where Bookser is, if I'm not mistaken. Adam Bookser.
Oh yeah, he is. There you go.
I'm assuming it's not pronounced Lens. It never is it?
No, it's like Go Ahead Eagles. There's no way it's Go Ahead Eagles.
No.
Go ahead.
Okay, is this number 8?
Stop offending people, guys.
Yeah, let's go before we lose our listener base. Oh,
nice. This
Fortaleza.
is Chilean league.
Brazilian.
Damn.
Close.
But it's the one with like the blue, white, and red. Titty's there.
Titty's there. Also Pikachu, one of their star players. So Titty and Pikachu. Can't wait to
I want
get them boys in
I
the
want to
club.
get on that train.
Come up with some nicknames. All right, is this the last one?
No, mate.
9?
2, 4, 6, 8. This is 9.
Here we go. Nope.
No, we've
FC Lens.
down.
Greedy.
Oh, we probably should have chosen Pete.
No, I think you have. Could be here for a while. Incheon.
All right, that's
my vote's for Incheon. That's where my
Korean?
boy Shin Jin Ho has just signed.
nice.
Oh, very excited about Incheon. Alrighty, last one. Whew. Too exciting. Can't handle
Give
it.
me an F. St. Louis.
Nope. Circle blue.
Show me the money. All right. A few left. Club.
Nope. Think about that one as well. Alright, bear with us.
I think I'm gonna have to trim some of these. Hey,
Kashima Atlas. Alright, so we've got
Alright.
J-League. We got some good
This
representation.
is really good. Okay, so we got FC Groningen,
Go back.
St. Mirren, Ross County, Wolfsburg, Circle Bruges, Hearts, FC Lands, Fortalia, Incheon, and Kashima Antlers.
Alrighty, I'm very excited by this list.
This is a good spread. We didn't want any big clubs, like even the MLS is a bit too mainstream. I think these are good. I know nothing about any of these teams really.
I don't understand nothing today.
No, well, we're soon going to find out.
Do you think if you were to pick, who would you want, or do we leave it right up to the gods?
We're leaving it up to the Twitter gods. But I think if I was to pick one of those, it's tough. So our plan with this, and this may take 8 years.
Yeah.
But the plan is to run a stack from this team week in, week out.
Yeah.
In Olympic.
Plug them in. They could be versing the best team in the league, and we'll plug them in.
We could do rare. Is that too much?
Mate. Depends how much
Okay, let's just focus on limited. Focus on limited, and everything we win with this stack, we will put into a kitty, and we will put towards get some jerseys.
Definitely.
And ultimately, we want to go and see this team play.
Yeah.
I think trying to get it through prize money alone probably will never happen.
Well, how many limited wins? How many burritos do you need to book an airplane?
As long as we don't cash out for a burrito every week, we could get there in the decade.
Yeah, okay.
But that's the plan. Potentially, we can start putting some of our other winnings towards a potential trip. But we want to go and see these boys in the flesh.
It would be great.
And I think looking at that list, I'd love to go to Scotland and watch some Scottish Premier League. I'd love to go to Wolfsburg. I feel like Germans, they're drinking like kegs of beer and throwing fire sticks and stuff in the air. I don't know. They're all cool.
I'd be happy
to go and see all of them. So
you can only have one. So.
It's in your hands now, guys. We're going to run another competition. We've got an Alan Polito Limited up for grabs, so I'll put that out on Twitter after the episode goes live. Get you guys to vote, share it around, get other people to vote, and by this time next week, we'll have a winner, and we'll become their biggest fans.
Nice. All right, well, that wraps up the app, and like I said, jump on Twitter. No. Well,
Stick to the script.
there is no script.
We've got to announce our winner. We haven't drawn the winner for the first competition yet. All these people have stuck around this entire time, and
All right. So now that we've picked our team, let's announce our winner from who's submitted their requests.
That's right. So thanks everyone for submitting your teams. It's awesome. Great response. Now we're going to announce our winner. Okay.
All right. Share that screen.
Sharing that screen. Alrighty. The Chris Mueller giveaway. All right. Don't know if this is the best way to do it, but this is it. So basically, we got you to comment, to retweet our post. We're going to pick one winner. Here we go. Okay.
Winner is
tweet. Okay, at Jade. All right.
It's one of our biggest fans.
Now, okay, Vavin forever. I like it.
Cool.
He's entering a lot of competitions. Well, you've won one, sir. So congratulations. Thank you very much for your contribution. I wonder if we can find out what he posted.
I think we just scrolled through our posts, right?
Yeah, we'll edit that in later. Okay, well done, Jalday. Proud of you.
All right, well, that basically wraps up the show. Again, thanks for everyone's support. Jumping on for the Twitter giveaway. Like I said, let us know in the poll. We'll pick our team, and then we'll come back on next week's ep. Hopefully, we'll be back a little bit. Oh, we'll be away in New Zealand, actually.
Oh, yeah. What are we doing over there?
Oh, we got a little wedding. Big man. He found a wife before he got into trading NFT soccer cards.
Yeah, lock them down
Hold
before
on
you
to
get
them,
into
yeah.
the fantasy sports. Otherwise, that doesn't mix well. So we'll be in New Zealand. We could probably still try.
I reckon we could. Definitely.
Yeah, like somewhere between the speeches and dinner.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. I think so. All right, well, look, we'll catch you next week. And, sounds good.
Thanks, mates.
See ya.